Hello, welcome to class today. I was inspired to make a heart opening class. Some people like to think about it as backbending. That's up to you. I heard the quote, "Stop resisting," and it resonated with me where I'm at. It's February when I'm filming this, and it's a time of in between winter, in between spring, and you can feel quite stuck. So I wanted to embody that feeling of stop resisting and just letting things happen as they do, instead of trying to force something that just isn't meant to be. So there's this mantra that is a classic one that I wanted to start with as our intention for this class. And it's a simple one. In English, it is giving, giving, loving, loving. If that resonates with you as well, you can come to a seated position. Begin to roll your shoulders back and open your heart already. Giving space in your chest area. Closing your eyes and starting to feel your breathing. Maybe in your mind repeating those words. Giving, giving, loving, loving. Can you feel your breath touching the inside of your body? When you take a breath in, can your belly relax so that the diaphragm has enough space? And as you let the air out, maybe you contract the abdomen. Giving, giving, loving, loving. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes and mindfully get onto all fours on your mat. We'll start with the knees, the back of the mat. Our arms forward into Anahata, a fitting pose to start this heart opening class. Melting heart pose. Strong arms forward. And your chest is melting down into your mat. Maybe you choose to put your chin down or your forehead or your chest, although it's very early. We're not quite warm yet. So listen to your shoulders and your chest, how they feel. Option to make it active and do a little cat and cow movements here. Just with your shoulders, feel the engagement. Moving your chest up and down, keeping your forearms pushing into the mat. Choosing, if it feels good for you, to add your breath into the movements. Again, mindfully, slowly move your arms a little bit wider so that you can snake your way through into laying down on your belly. Drag your arms back until they're around your ribs. And with your ribs still down on your mat, bend your knees. Use your glutes, your hamstrings. It's like a low Dhanurasana, bow pose. Option to lift your arms back. Palms face upward towards each other. Experiment. Gazes forward or down. Again, feel your body. Maybe bend your feet closer to your glutes and lift your knees up, warming your back. Float your arms up above your head in front of you. Take a breath in and hands to the chest. Feet down, slowly up to seated at the back of the mat. Drag your arms up. Take a breath. Let your back have the natural curvature here. So no need to tuck your pelvis or anything like that. We want to really feel into this open heart so that we can, like we said, stop resisting. Let our bodies do what they want to do. Giving, giving, loving, loving. Stop resisting and receive. Arch your back here. Lift your chest up to the sky. Maybe your arms float down closer to your feet. Lean back. If it feels good to release your neck back, do that. Engage your back muscles. Shoulders back. Breathe in and come up to a more neutral seated position. And take your hands slowly forward, back into Anahata Puppy. Shorter this time. So up to you where you want to take your arms. You want to take them wider to give more room for your chest. Or narrower to feel it more in your shoulders, maybe. Everybody is different. Snake your way forward again to lying down on your belly. Also let your chest go down to the mat. Use your arms as wings, bend them, put them behind your ears, and just use like your elbows pushing up here a couple of times to engage our muscles between our shoulder blades to prepare and warm our body for heart opening. At your own pace, do like 20 maybe. Gazes down to the mat. Little wings, slowly moving through the air. And releasing your arms, take a little rest. Completely relax. And we'll lift our legs again, straight out, really point them back towards the end of your mat. And then bend them like we did. Maybe your big toes touch. Push up, use your glutes, use your hamstrings. Lift your upper body again. Just the chest, the ribs are still probably on the floor. And take your hands back into that Dhanurasana, Salabhasana variation. Roll your shoulders back. Keep feeling your breath if that feels good for you. Okay, release your arms, release your legs. Take your arms in front of you and rest your chin or your forehead down. Slowly getting up to our elbows, Sphinx. So your pubic bone and your belly is most likely resting on the mat. Roll your shoulders back, puff your chest up forward. Again, engaging your muscles. I like to drop my head down a couple of times. Sometimes I get a really good back crack, the upper back here. You do what feels good for your neck. You roll it around a little bit. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Experiment with engaging your legs or letting them relax a little bit more. Okay, down a little bit. Hands towards the ribs. Push up and back to seated. That, what I like to think of as low Vasiṣṭhāsana, camel. Maybe your knees are a little bit wider and your toes are touching. Feel into your body. And again, natural curvature. What happens when we arch our back? Our bums go out. Let your chest go up. Depending on your body proportions, maybe you can grab your ankles. No stress if not. Lean back. Puff chest up. Shoulders roll back. Maybe you wave a little bit forward and back. Where is the angle? How does it change the feeling? The back bend, the heart opening. Slowly come up to natural, more neutral, seated position. Hands to the mat, tuck your toes, and get up to seated with or without your hands. Or sorry, up to standing. Position yourself in a, for you, neutral, stable position, whatever that might be. Maybe your arms are by your side, or maybe they're moving. How do you feel stable? Maybe your arms are shaking out. Maybe your feet are turned out, hips distance or closer together. Maybe you sway a little bit. Eyes open or closed. When you've found your stable position, take a breath. Take your weight to the right foot so that we can balance there. Lift your left knee up to about 90 degrees. And if it feels okay, straighten the foot and the legs straight out, pointed or flexed feet. Hold it for a second, and then take a half step forward. We're getting to the top of the mat this way, engaging our hip flexors. So next side, right leg up. Maybe you straighten it out. And a half step forward. We do one more each side until we find ourselves at the top of the mat. Engage your abs here. Try to keep your left or your chest lifted. Last side, right leg goes up. You can stay at bent leg, of course, or challenge by straightening it out. Set it down next to the left one, and we're at the top of our mats. Okay, breathing in here. As you take that deep breath in, lift your arms up above your head like you're greeting the sun. We'll do a half salute. Maybe palms touch, interlace all fingers, but the first one. And we go over to the right side. Ardha Chandra, half moon, side bend here. Maybe it feels good to lift your chin a little bit. Feel the breath. Come up to center. Move to the other side. Ardha Chandra to the left. You feel side bending helps with bending backwards also. Opening in our shoulders. Come back up to the center. Breathe in. And again, like we have, let the natural curve of your back do what it does. Look up. Maybe cactus your arms. Maybe release your neck. Breathe here. Open heart to the sky. And slowly back to neutral stance. Tadasana. Building. Arms up, breathe in. Above you. Breathe out, fold down with bent knees. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttan. Straighten your back. Hands down. Big step back with your left foot to the back of your mat. Stay here and set that knee down. Tucked or untucked back toe. Those kind of locust arms that we did. So experiment with how it feels in your body, engaging maybe your glutes more or your lower abs more. Straighten up towards the sky and maybe back bend a little bit in those arms behind you. Do they help to open your chest more? Giving, giving, loving, loving. Arm variations, welcome, of course. Slowly getting back to more neutral. Hands on your knee or down to the mat. Bend that back leg. And we'll engage your hamstrings here. So this is challenging for the balance. If you can reach your back foot, maybe I need to go down for balance, push it into your hand. This really engages the glutes and hamstrings. Feel around. How does that work for you? Push your hand into your foot and your foot into your hand. PNF. Shake it out. Release your foot down. Hands down to the mat. Lift that front leg back, plank pose, and into downward dog. Bent or straight knees, doesn't matter at all. Can we elongate our shoulders, push the ground away? Take a little tiny step forward and reach your right hand to your left ankle. Getting a little side stretch here and twist. Looking under that left arm. Slowly release. Back to down dog. Stepping back maybe. Like a wave. Roll forward, doming your back into high plank. And getting down to the ground in your way. All the way down. This time, do like an up dog hybrid. So hands a little bit forward and wider works for me. Push up to a high cobra, Bhujangasana. And you can let your hip bones lift off the ground. I like to do this like seal variation, hands forward. And bend your knees again if it feels okay. So it's like a low king cobra. Okay, slowly down. Release. Hands into your chest. Push back. Downward facing dog. Hook your hands towards your feet. Forward folding. And rolling up to standing. Again, we'll walk to the top of the mat, engaging our hip flexors. So balancing on your right foot, lift your left leg 90 degrees, or straighten it out for a second. Half step forward, other side. Like we're walking a tightrope. How about 4 steps to the top of the mat? When you find yourself at the top, ground, take a breath. Giving, giving, loving, loving. As you breathe in, float your arms up. Breathe out, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttam. Hands down, big step back with your right leg. Stay in lunge. Set that knee down and get up to a vertical upper body. Okay, find your balance. And whatever arms felt good for you on the other side, maybe take them again. Engage your glutes, your lower abs, if that feels good for your body to make you feel stable. Whatever arms, maybe they go back again. Rolling shoulders back and opening your chest to the sky or forward. Slowly floating arms down to the mat. Hands around your front foot. Ground, lift that front foot back. Downward facing dog. Little step forward, again, dependent on your body proportions. Balancing on your right hand, take your left hand to your right ankle and twist. Bend that left arm. Look under your right shoulder or arm. Back to down dog. And we forgot the PNF stretch, so get that left foot forward again. Set the knee down. Come up and bend the back leg. However, you can reach back. Push your heel into your hand into your heel. Engaging the back line of your back leg. If you cramp up, just let go, release, of course. And release. Hands frame your foot. Back to plank pose. Down to the floor in your way. Maybe now you want to do an up dog. I'll do one with tucked toes. That feels best for my body. Linger here. I'll set my hips down and bend into that King Cobra variation. Okay, down, take a little rest. Make a pillow with your hands. As you're ready, hands into the mat, tuck your toes, push back into down dog, Adho Mukha. Here, get your weight onto your left foot, maybe put it into the center a little bit, and straight up behind you, lift your right leg. You push into the mat still with your arms. I want you to add a good height for you. Open your hip and bend your lifted leg. Push the heel into your glute. If you like to do circles, do that. Or if you like to look at your foot over your left arm. Feel around. Okay, breathe in. And on your out breath, knee to chest, knee forward. And we put it down somewhere around the right hand. Pigeon Kapotasana. Staying high in our body. Still feeling a chest opening, open heart, or back bend. Tell me how you like to see it. It's interesting to know. I think I like a combination of them both, just to put it into my body. Like, what am I doing? Bending backwards or opening the front. Okay. Arm variations are welcome. Maybe again, that lifted chest, arms back, receiving, not resisting. Arms to the mat again. And like we have, bend that back foot. Stay at whatever stop feels good for you. There's an option to reach for your back leg with your left hand. Feel around. Maybe you do quad stretch while your heart is open, puffing up to the front. And for those of you who wish, you can of course fold down in pigeon, or maybe work on getting your foot into your arm crease, getting into mermaid here. Front arm goes up and grabs the back one behind your head. Mindfully releasing the pose. Maybe now you want to fold forward or keep on into the last big back bend on this side. Hands down to the mat. And we're getting up into, lift up into plank pose or down dog. Rolling over to your right, we do a side plank. This is really challenging your balance. So get a really good grip on your foot and your hand. Lifted left leg back, maybe somehow you grab it into an archer pose. Well, try it out. If you do get it, push that foot into your hand. Okay, slowly releasing, down dog. Pause here, or of course, always rest in your way. Seated on your heels, child's pose, even laying down, whatever feels good for you. I'll take a breath, seated on my heels. Okay. Back to Adho Mukha. Down dog. Second side. Left leg. Get your balance on the right foot and lift your left leg up, up, up behind you. Still pushing that ground away. And when you feel ready, open your hip. Bend the top knee. And your variation. Circles, or maybe looking over your right shoulder for that foot. Slowly getting the knee into your chest. Dome the back so that you have room for your leg. And put that knee somewhere around your left hand. Moving your back leg back. We're in an upright Rajakapotasana, pigeon pose. Okay, arm variations. Just up, hands back or up, or whatever feels freeing for you. Giving, giving, loving, loving, not resisting. Release slowly out of the pose. Option to fold forward, of course, or bend that back leg. Maybe grabbing it. You want to push your foot back or in, or do this variation with your fingers facing the same directions as your toes and getting a shoulder opening as well. And if it feels okay, getting your leg up into the crease of your elbow. Maybe turning that hand up and staying here, or option to bind in mermaid. Okay, slowly getting out of the pose. Of course, now maybe you just want to rest a little bit, fold forward, or do that Vasiṣṭhāsana variation. I call it archer, I don't know the name. If you know, let me know. Hands down, lift up into high plank, and roll over to left side plank. Perfectly good place to stay. Or lift that right leg, and somehow maybe you grab it. Pushing your hips up. Such a balancing pose. Slowly letting go back into high plank. Oh. Adho Mukha. Take a breath. Knees down. Hips to heels. Drag your hands up your thighs. And take a breath. If you feel you want to do one last opening, let's do that. What I like to call low Uttanasana, or full camel, if you like that. I like this one because I can really use the natural curve of my back. So maybe your knees are a little bit wider. And again, if you feels good, you can also tuck your toes and grab your ankles that way. Let your butts push out, your chest forward, and experiment. Shoulders back, heart up. Maybe swing backwards and forwards. Maybe it feels better to release your hands and let them go back. Maybe up. Okay, slowly up to neutral, more neutral. Amazing. Loving, loving, giving, giving. Okay. I love to do some more neutralizing for my back. And I find that plank poses are just great for that. So let's do a forearm plank. Getting up, engaging your whole body here. We'll stay for a while. Neck is neutral. Again, experiment. Your hips a little lower, your hips a little higher. So you tuck your pelvis a little bit or not. Listen to your curvature, your body's composition, and how it feels. But try to engage your core to stabilize. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Slowly walk back to seated. We'll do some Ulasana variations to use both of our hip flexors and our core, so that we engage the side that we just opened up, hip flexors and chest and belly. Let's use it, the muscles, and the same for the back and the glutes and the hamstrings that we use so much. Let's let it relax a little bit. Hands in front of your knees. Push the ground away and dome your upper back. Tops of your feet, lift your knees up into your chest. Engage your core. You can experiment with lifting one foot up at a time. If you're super strong, you can lift both of your knees or your feet. Maybe a second. Try it out for fun. Okay, lovely. Take a pause. Get into seated on your heels or cross-legged. Let's ground ourselves with breath. If you don't like breath work, you do you. Maybe listen to the sounds around you or something else that feels good for you, that grounds you. I'm just going to do a simple one also to feel my core. If you can't feel your diaphragm moving when you breathe, it's okay, but maybe try to feel that. So when we breathe in, let your belly relax. It's like you can feel the diaphragm drop, making space for the breath in your lungs. And when you breathe out, engage the core. Just at your own pace. Eyes closed or open. So you engage your core when you breathe out. If you like to add a Mula Bandha, the root lock, do that. Keep on breathing like this. Or get down into a lying position on your back, Shavasana. Take as much time as you need to let this strong practice sink into your body. Ground yourself before you move on to the next part of your day. Maybe with this intention that we had throughout class. Physically open up so that we can receive instead of resist. Loving, loving, giving, giving. Be a part of the world as it is now. I want to thank you so much for joining this class. If you have requests, please let me know. I would love to hear from you in the comments. I hope you have a wonderful day. Om Shanti. Bye.